There's a lot of talk about the environment, but SavinGreen is making it possible for businesses and individuals to take action now with minimal effort and no extra cost. We do this by providing services people use every day, so if you take out your telecommunications through SavinGreen or sign up to one of our energy partners through us, we plant a tree. Through this methodology, we've been able to plant over 30,000 trees and making a real difference. So why don't you come along with me and have a look. SavinGreen chose carbon neutral because planting a tree is something that's real and people can relate to. And the thing that really struck us about carbon neutral was that it was Australian and that it was about biodiversity planting.
Elizabeth, we chose the biodiversity model because what we're trying to do is replicate nature. The multi-benefits of multi-species are that you've got different trees growing in different soil types, different topography, and creating fantastic habitat for the birds and fauna.
The history of this property is such that the previous owner is a cropping farmer, and the chemical resistance meant that he couldn't kill his weeds and he couldn't make an income from cropping. So he had to sell. We have bought the property, and within 2 years we've turned it into this.
My property is to the south here now, and we always got, well, just about all the mid-level and early rains we got more rains, and generally the early frontal systems we got more rain on the southern part of the farm. But this part of the farm generally got less. But lately I've really noticed some thunderstorms and mid-level type rains starting to get more prevalent down here. Well, not only this year, the last 3 years I've noticed events that have come out of the blue here. It has seemed to be more consistent through here now.
Businesses like SavinGreen are critical to carbon neutral, especially in the voluntary market, because it's a discretionary spend. SavinGreen don't have to do anything, but they have chosen to make a difference by putting their own money into offsetting with us through us planting trees.
It's absolutely vital that we create habitat for the Carnaby's black cockatoo in Western Australia if we're going to ensure its survival into the future. We really need to go out and we need to start planting trees, and trees like the salmon gum woodlands and the wandoo woodlands that are really important to provide nesting hollows for these species. These trees can take anywhere up to 100 years to produce an adequate nesting hollow for a Carnaby's black cockatoo, so it's really important that we start now and we act now.
Carbon Neutral was formed back in 2001 by Men of the Trees, which is a not-for-profit organisation wanting to plant more trees in the rural landscape. They formed it because they foresaw an emerging carbon market. In 2006, Al Gore, the inconvenient truth, resulted in a huge demand for offsetting and tree planting. Carbon Neutral then formed its own company, a registered environmental charity, so that donations could be tax deductible. In 2013, what we call the compliance or the regulatory market, those companies that are buying or paying the carbon tax or buying permits from the government, we foresaw that as a new opportunity, and we created a for-profit company to provide large-scale, low-cost reforestation, carbon abatement projects.
When you help SavinGreen make a contribution to carbon neutral to plant a tree, it's so much more than planting a tree. It's also creating homes for our native wildlife, like these black cockatoos here.
There are numerous benefits to establishing forest carbon sinks, and we call them co-benefits. Some of the environmental benefits include the usual getting rid of the salt, stopping wind erosion, water erosion, and also creating and re-establishing habitat for some of our most endemic species like the Carnaby cockatoo and even the malleefowl. The social benefits include employing local Indigenous people, helping them with seed collection, fencing and looking after livestock. And the economic benefits have been numerous as well, with us realising we've spent nearly $4 million and utilising up to 80 local businesses over that last 5 or 6 years.
The surrounding area is quite barren and bare, and then there's these green trees in the middle of it, and it's just amazing.